There are women at the moment who are struggling to make ends meet. There are women who aren't earning a lot of money. They are going through a cost of living crisis. They're worried about their children and their education. They're worried about energy bills. They might be single mothers. For them to then challenge their place of work because they're saying, I need help, and that place of work saying, sorry, love, we'll get a new one in. It's impossible for them. And they're the women who don't have a voice. And that's why the Select Committee and the work that you're doing is very important. And the work that Menopause Mandate is doing. And Karen is doing. It's critical. I think we're at a critical mass. That Jeremy Hunt last week, we talked about the budget and we want more people to stay in the workplace. Really? Then why aren't your ministers here answering the Select Committee's questions? Why? Where are they? Maria Caulfield was having a cup of tea when we were having lunch over in Portcullis House. That's not much of an example, is it? She's refused your request to turn up today. And worse than that, when confronted with this, I have to admit I was doing a little active work on Twitter yesterday. She said that she'd written a letter to you with alternative dates a week ago. She was very specific about that and replied to me yesterday when I said that she'd refused to come in, that she said, absolutely not true. And then we found had deleted all of that from Twitter later. And also, I was horrified when I was watching Kemi Badenoch, the Minister for Women and Equalities, a number of weeks ago, when you were questioning her, Carolyn. And I just couldn't, I could not, as a woman, a postmenopausal woman who was from a working class background, get over the patronising statements that she made. I thought they were insulting. They were insulting to all women. She basically said to Carolyn, this was a left-wing issue when we were talking about menopause and a pilot in the workplace, and characteristically compared women going through terrible, terrible menopausal symptoms with those who would want to have certain things that are given by government to those with ginger hair, to short people. I mean, it was just, what am I listening to here? It's the 21st century. This was like going back 100 years to when women just had the vote. I could not believe it. And women make up almost half of the workforce. And yet, these are the two women in government who are meant to be representing the female population. I was disgusted, to be perfectly honest, by both of them. Absolutely disgusted.